The Cultural Humility Quality Standards sets out 6 principles for good and safe maternity care from the perspectives of Lewisham and Greenwich service users of diverse cultural backgrounds. The quality standard should act as guidelines for professionals providing care for people throughout their maternity journey. This includes all staff, midwives, obstetricians, reception staff and support workers. Everybody has a culture. By culture, we mean any practices or traditions that people feel are important to them, either because of their family, religious, ethnic or community background. Local service users chose the word humility because it reflects an understanding that every person is equally valuable, that no one has all of the answers, and that every person has an equal right to be listened to with openness. Principle 1.
Make a connection.
Ask about the little things that are important to us and remember these. When someone remembers something personal to me, like my favourite food, the country I was born in, or the football team I support, this makes me feel supported.
Principle 2. Ask questions.
It's fine to ask questions about my culture and is much better than making assumptions about me.
Postpartum confinement is a traditional act where a woman stays at home for a period of time following birth. It's a tradition which is common in West African culture as well as other parts of the world. In my community, it's typically 40 days. This period of time allows for bonding, privacy, and recovery. My confinement was compromised as I was booked in for community clinic appointments. I found this cultural confliction very challenging, but I didn't speak up. I'm generally quite vocal, but my vulnerability took over. I felt like I was being instructed rather than being given options. In hindsight, I wish I was just asked, what matters to you?
Principle 3.
Admit when you don't have the answers.
It is better to admit you need help rather than to make a mistake, and your honesty will be appreciated. Principle 4.
Be open-minded and positive.
Make it clear that everyone has different expectations of their pregnancy, labour and postnatal period, and be positive and non-judgmental about ours. Principle 5. Be mindful and observant.
Be mindful of the wider situations and factors that may be affecting how we feel and how we behave. Acknowledge our past experiences, particularly the negative ones, and tailor your care in response to this.
Midwives, doctors, staff, and other health professionals do an amazing job in encouraging women and birthing people during their maternity journey. However, my experience during both of my children's births was that I kept being told I was strong in moments when I was extremely vulnerable and needed other forms of encouragement. Please take it as a given that every woman or birthing person going through this process is strong, and try not to make any assumptions about someone's strength or capacity to cope with trauma based on their background. Instead, ask them how they would like to be encouraged and made to feel better during strenuous times. It will make the process much easier for all involved.
Principle 6.
Communicate regularly.
Introduce yourself and the other professionals involved in our care and keep us informed. Listen to our feedback openly and respond as a fellow human. Thank you for listening. The Cultural Humility Quality Standard was created by Lewisham Maternity Voices Partnership in collaboration with South East London CCG and Lewisham and Greenwich NHS Trust.